MUSEA Intentional Creativity Museum welcomes you and is proud to present the Echoes of Poe-ARTry Spoken Word and Mixed Media Exhibit, featuring our Sacred Echoes of the Well Women of Color Circle members. This exhibit started as an art call created by our visionary MUSEA Co-Curator, Sumaiyah Wysdom Yates, inviting women of color to create powerful images of the medicine women in their lineage. Sumaiyah's vision is to have the members of the Sacred Echoes of the Well reconnect with their heritage, collaborate with their ancestors through image, word, and symbol, bring to light the ways of the medicine women in their lineage, and reclaim themselves. Sumaiyah also wanted to infuse into the world powerful images of women of color in a non-confrontational, healing manner. The freedom of mixed media and the power of the spoken word has been brought together in a union of history, heritage, and traditions found in the ancestry of women of color. Oral traditions, an integral part of many cultures, were often passed down to each generation through poetic verse, using parables and verbal imagery. The Echoes of Poe-ARTry Exhibit is a marriage of the imagery invoked by the spoken word and the faces, textures, and colors of powerful women of color depicted through mixed media artwork. The artists have woven the potency of art as medicine into their mixed media works while honoring the powerful women in their lives and their ancestry who also carry the torch of medicine woman. These women are causing and creating powerful healing salves for their souls by not only using art intentionally in this process of honoring the curanderos, but also by adding the power of spoken word to the balm, thereby echoing the message of healing to all. I come from a long line of medicine women, often amazed at the gifts we've been given. Our medicine comes in all shades, a gift of the healing strides we have made. The albino sisters bring the sweetness of white chocolate, the fullness of their lips. Some seem to hate it. Our honey dip sisters bring the medicine of the bees. Those sisters hear the wisdom of the trees. Let's not forget our deep, dark roots. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Creamy chocolate caramel. All flavors included in our melanated carousel. Light, medium, dark. The contrast can be stark. But sisters we be, not rival nor enemy. Our curves, our hair, our skin. Black is what we are wrapped in, and unapologetically so. For those who didn't know, no shade. Our melanin is always on parade. No sunbathing required. Our melanin has been acquired. Oh, natural. Without the temporary decal that comes from burning in the sun. For sure, that's no fun. It's an honor to be created with beautiful black skin that's so melanated.
Fiyah ou sauve la vie mwen nan misère mwen ye ou. Fiyah, my medicine, refers to a song in our Vodun spirituality, our culturally rooted spirituality, where we turn to the leaves in the depth of our misery in order to be made whole once again. Leaves, shells, rocks, piercing the veil, hearing the sound within the sound that the tumbling, sun-bleached rocks make on the dry riverbed when you walk on them. A weaving, unsteady walk because they are not a firm foundation. They move as they tumble, and they are an ever-moving surface, teaching us life. A little girl riddled with pain and what in her eyes are repeated betrayals. A girl grown into a woman betrayed by life until embraced by that self-same life. Stars lighting in the dark night of that sad aloneness, one by one by one, until all that was pain is transformed into powerful, strong medicine. There is a spirit animal moving across the veil, the elder consciously aware of her body eldering and preparing the crossing over time consciously. And the bright new dawn of life in the light on the baby's face. All that grows, all that heals, is ever present in the very, very beginning and walks brightly across the stage of the intentional canvas.
The image is a symbol of a pre-Columbian petroglyph that's found in the indigenous site in a place called Utuado, Puerto Rico. Her name is Atabey, la mujer de Caguana and Guaybansay. She is considered the ancestral mother of the Taino indigenous people of the Caribbean. She is tadpole-like, a frog-like symbol that represents transformation. She lives within me. She represents the spirit of love, fertility, and maternal nurturing. But she also is the mother of hurricanes, earthquakes, and volcanoes. She is light and shadow. The light, or what we label as good, is often brought to the front, and the shadow, or those things that we call bad, sit waiting for its time on the dance floor, yet we push its expression away. I want to acknowledge that which lives within me, as I have many female ancestors that have played their part well and continue to live within me, yet oftentimes the ancestral tribe have tried to erase them. I want to include my grandmother Juana, who was seen as an unloving bitch, and my ostracized grandmother Consuelo, that was a cigar smoking espiritista and feared for her invisible powers. I want to include all the strong, willful, angry females, including myself, for being unapologetic, for being ourselves, and yet most were willing to pay the price. The Atabey represents love and destruction, or love and fear. The small image to the left is me. It represents me walking quietly in the forest of my female ancestors, knowing with internal uncertainty and yet with hesitancy that I will find my way. I am consciously finding my way back to my ancestral tree. The tree needs healing. It has no leaves on it, yet there is a single seed that is germinating on very fertile soil. The fertile soil is subjective medium. This art community sits on this fertile, infinite possibility soil. I speak to you who choose to listen. I speak to you who choose to see. I will find my way to forgiveness of them, for them, and for myself. Thank you very much.
Look closer. You will not be able to see injury. Masked is dried blood on salty flesh, ash from the scorched mind spreading backward over her expanse of memories that fan the flames of invalidation. The 8-year-old without hugs or kisses or yeses, that was to blame for the vexation. You will not be able to see injury. She has sought to erect futures, roaming territories and realities, dirt from roles played, etched into her heels as proof. Moved boulders to prepare homes, dug trenches to quell her thirst, gathered nourishment from the setting sun, from the sky, with eyes like beams. She squints to appear normal, to sleep. Till her head became fire, arson that tortured sad stories overtold, lit by a radiant realization of her potency, the power of her effectualness. Her head ablaze, her words seared time. Look closer. You will not be able to see injury.
Daughters of an Ancient Line by Michelle LaFarge Roberts. Luna the moon cast her iridescent glow over the tree of life, illuminating the faces of my ancestors. Pearls of wisdom hang from the branches over the heads of Amanda the slave and cook, Ada, her daughter, by the slave master, born in slavery, but later became a midwife. Rebecca, her daughter, midwife, farmer, herbalist, healer. Mary, her daughter, cook, caterer, hostess, traveler, quilter. Aileen, her daughter, teacher, writer, mentor. The tree of life gives the keys of strength and power, which were embedded within their soul and enabled them to move from the blood of slavery into the freedom of their blackness. Power, wisdom, strength, and mysticism undergirded them as symbolized by the dragon. Our roots run deeply from, in, and through Mother Africa. I am the tree which is grown from the roots of my ancestors, for they are me, and I am them. Mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother, great-great-great-grandmother, all breathed life into me, and I am returning that breath of life to them as artist, crafter, poet, writer, seamstress, nature lover, healer, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother. I've gone back to retrieve what was taken, what was lost, what was misplaced as I move forward into the future. For I am the daughter of an ancient line.
Hello, mystic she is. She dances with aloha, but she's not Hawaiian. Aloha is the way of life that she chooses to live. She's a mystic woman that dances to the moon and the stars. She's wild, adventurous, and who is not afraid to get her feet wet and create new experiences. She's the lover of nature. She's the lover of life. She's the oracle who can see beyond the unseen. She follows the voice of the Great Mother Spirit, a voice that she learned to tune herself with. She carries medicine in her skirt, and purple is one of her colors. This skirt sways like the waves of the ocean, and her hips are the mountains that house the womb for her soul. Here she carries Olokun, the Yoruba goddess of the deep ocean. This is the place where the ancient roots are filled with knowledge and wisdom. Olokun said to her, "Come to me, let's take a deep dive to the bottom of the ocean. Let's excavate something that you have forgotten and needs to float to the surface, where Mother Yemaya can keep it safe for you. Your family is your foundation. They are your roots. No matter how many miles apart, no matter how many years have passed, love is the strongest bond that keep all of you in one unit. Love them, care for them, because you are them and they are you. Your medicine is your art. Keep drinking this cup. Mystic she is, and she will always be." Thank you. Mwah.
Good afternoon. My name is Lauren Adorno Weatherford, and I am honoring my mother in this art piece. I hope you enjoy it. Mamita linda, pensando en ti, thinking of you, all you do, who you are, a shining star in the cosmos of my constellation. Mamita linda, with your style and grace, your beautiful face, your bright smile, all the while setting the pace, blazing the trail, leading the way for all your beloveds to follow. Mamita linda, pensando en ti, a young girl raised by El Barrio, Spanish Harlem, big dreams, long vision, you never fit in, felt displaced, much different from your kin. You had the spark to make your own mark, and you did. Mamita linda, pensando en ti. You married your childhood sweetheart, then moved very far away. As much as you loved your family, you could not stay. Back in the day, from right coast to left, it caused many others to feel bereft. Yet, one by one, through the years, the migration ensued, joyful arrival, reunion tears. Mamita linda, pensando en ti. You shaped a new world, recreated yourself, raising 2 daughters, working full-time, got a university education, a bachelor's degree. You set the bar, first generation graduate, achieved. You went on teaching others to shine like the star you are. Mamita linda, pensando en ti. Self-taught artist, pianist, singer, dancer, moon gazer, adventurous global traveler, always curious. Mamita linda, I see me in you. Never saw it before, as far as looks, until I opened an old photograph book that made me gasp and helped me see, oh my, it's true, I have so much of you in me. Gracias, madre. Thank you, beautiful mother. Mamita linda, pensando en ti. Thank you.
The mystery, that is me, who knows the future, is stuck here, sprouting roots and bearing fermented fruit, more and more incapable of movement. Every time I give attention to the day I fell from your arms into this fertile vision made from what I am not. Why have I not realized I could just pull up and leave?
My medicine. In fingerprints of gold I honor you, for there is where you live, infused in every cell and fiber of my being. Each mark is an offering of remembrance and gratitude. Gratitude for the legacy of my lineage, my language, my café con leche complexion, my thick curly hair, my conga-loving hips, and my fuego latina. Whether we've never met and I was a dream too far in a future you could not see, or we met only for a moment and you now dwell in the particles of my past. And perhaps
You are still with me in this here and now, witnessing and loving me for all that I am. It is you that made me who I am and the source of my medicine. You brought me your medicine from the rich soils of Africa and the sandy shores and mountains of Borinquen, and it lives in my name. Yes, names are vibrations, and each has a unique frequency. Although many share my name, none other sounds like mine in all of the universe. No, I may not have known you. No, I may not know where you came from, but I do know your names. And it is in their vibration and resonance that ignites the alchemical fire within me that alchemizes my healer's heart. I lift your names up in honor of their resonance. Raquel Mata Sanchez, Aurora Mateo, Justa Sanchez Mateo, Santa Bermudez, Carmen Mulier, Maria Teresa Rios. Because of you, I am Milagros. Because of you, I am made in love and grace, resilient, original, and sovereign. My medicine.
I carry you as you carry me, eyes wide, heart open, spirit in flight. I embrace all of who I am, all of who you've been, where you came from, what you did, what you had to do. I am grateful for the gifts you have blessed me with, hope and faith, courage and strength, forgiveness and love, especially love. For it's mostly love that turns the key when I ask myself, what kind of ancestor will I be?
Hello, hi. Droplets of joy. Your majestic beauty reigns over my soul with awe. You who are the woman of the jungle, and the parrots, the jaguars, the birds, the monkeys, and the fish, and other animals are your gifts of creation. Your water falls to feed us with vital substance, which is the source of all life. The world calls you Angel Falls, but your real name is Kerapa Kupai Meru, which means waterfalls of the deepest place, or Parakupai Bera, the fall of the highest point. This is the original name from the Pemon tribe in Venezuela. Oh, Mother Earth, you called me from many moons ago to come to you and receive your blessing. Well, I am here and I have listened. You told me, have courage and be brave for the next healing process. It is time to heal an old wound that turned your heart into pieces during a political struggle. I said to her, I can't jump, it hurts. She said, do not fear to heal and go to the deepest place. So I jumped, I yelled, I cried, I screamed, and I cursed. As my tears bathed my face, droplets of joy and freedom started to brighten my heart. These droplets brought sparks of creation that ignited my imagination. These droplets of joy that make me dance, sing, and become one with my brush as I painted. These droplets of joy showed me that it was worth it to jump and surrender. These droplets of joy have sown my heart with wisdom and healing. Gracias, 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 I said, for teaching me that this was just a bad memory. It was a story that I witnessed, a chapter in my life that needed to release and heal. I jumped, I healed, and I am free. Mwah! Thank you.
Indigo Woman. Indigo Woman, direct descendant of ancient ancestral lands, with your imposing regal presence, walking tall and swaying hips, spreading perfume of jasmine and musk. As you step into your delightful garden, not of this world, you twinkle like stars and your ankle bells jingle. You bring delight and solace from aloneness to this daddy's girl. You awaken her to your ever-present embrace. You infect her with a sense of power that will take decades to bloom and flower. You heal this hurting girl, Indigo Woman, from I to we, showing her how to carry the ancestors in the folds of her headdress, in the convolutions of her brain loops. You heal this hurting girl from head thinking to the mighty fiyah, the intelligence of the heart, weaving wisdom from all of creation. Indigo Woman, somehow you hail from the basin of the Amazonia, teeming with a flow that carries all kinds of life. You sway, Indigo Woman, and activate the power, fire, moisture, earth, and sky. You walk into the world of my dreams, Indigo Woman. You bring us into the future.
Adventure of Jules, not in the flow, energy low, being reborn again and again, designed to reach my goals. Great Spirit inspires me, City of Jan, here I am. Wearing yellow at the preserve and catching rays, cobra and bow poses, crystal thoughts, amber, topaz, cistern, willpower, big time, laughter, joy, and even anger. Cleansing my body, cleansing my mind, cleansing my soul. No ego to edge God out. My energy never dies, moving into divine flow of life. I am surrendering. I am diving into victory. I am the creator of this reality. I am in love with the magic and mystery of the universe. Vanita, spreading peace and light. Ahoy!
Black woman, mother of all creation. From her womb, humanity was birthed. Black strength, standing beside her people, her soulmates, elevating them to their rightful place. Black courage, unafraid to fight for what's right, to fight for her life. Black fire, guardian and protector, nurturing her children with the fierceness in her soul. Black power, she will do for her kind what Dr. King had no choice but to leave behind. Her mane is her strength. Samson was no rival. She wears it long, short, curly, or locked. If she chooses to cut it off, it only makes her stronger. Look, but don't touch. She doesn't want your vibes messing up her strides. Her womb is her warrior, giving her the courage she needs to proceed, the courage she needs to succeed. She has all she needs within her. Out of the darkness, she brings forth life, light, love. The fire in her eyes burns off the tears when she cries. They illuminate what is not seen. With them, she creates a new scene, a life of her own divining. Her power is in her pussy. Wait, what? You heard what I said. Her hips, her thighs, her lips, her eyes, all seen with a keen understanding that what she hides between her legs will knock the strongest man off his peg. No need to cut Samson's locks. She will bring him to his knees with what she's got. Her melanin contains the medicine to heal a nation. Medicine woman, curandera, hedge witch. She heals the world with her pearls. And when they refer to her as a bitch, she'll flip the switch on that script real quick. Without missing a beat, she will bring the heat of her black strength, black courage, black fire, black power, black woman. MUSEA Center for Intentional Creativity is a living art museum and school. MUSEA is home to an intergenerational and multicultural collective of emerging and experienced creatives, healers, and leaders. The MUSEA community is a global art movement dedicated to self-expression as a method for consciousness and compassion through the arts. The Intentional Creativity Arts Guild of MUSEA certified educators and curators offer engaging arts programming across the world, co-curating art exhibits and online classes and in-person experiences. For more than 2 decades, MUSEA has nurtured an intentional creativity cultural framework rooted in the teachings of a matriarchal art lineage of storytelling and images. Intentional creativity is an interdisciplinary practice weaving creative arts, sciences, somatics, transpersonal psychology, and archaeomythology. A core premise is that creativity is a basic human right that enables every person to know how they think, feel, and therefore act. MUSEA extends an invitation to all beings to live with connection and intention by choosing to bring love and awareness into everything we create and our relationship with the universe. Together we can remember the past, live in the present with intention, and dream the future. Creating with intention is a sacred act, a consecration, a celebration, an honoring of yourself and your life. All beings have always created. We have mixed up creativity with talent. Talent may be for the few. Creativity is for everyone.